Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing a tutorial on KSP weapons, aka Bdarmory, NKDR, and NSI, or Bdarmory Weapons Extension. So let's just go start a new one. Sandbox. You want this indestructible facilities off. That's the most important one. If you go to advanced, you could do plasma blackout if you want, and enable extra ground station. I'm gonna keep this, but this is stuff that you want to do in science mode, not here. So this is gonna be a full tutorial on everything you want to do. So I have some mods like click through blocker, toolbar control, hanger extender, but click through blocker, toolbar control are just dependencies for hanger extender, which doesn't add anything new, doesn't change game mechanics. I have no mods that change game mechanics, only mods that add in weaponry parts. Let's name it something. We're gonna name it BD Weapons Tutorial. Okay, so let's just go ahead and start this. So upon first world creation, you will be greeted with Gene Kerman giving us information we already know. Nice to meet you. I'm Gene Kerman, flight director and your guide for this quick introduction. This is Space Center. Basically, it's just telling you controls like right-click mouse button to move the camera or use the arrow keys. You can also hold down while using arrow keys to move fast, but you can't go really far. And then right-click Space Center facilities, know about them. Yeah, this is probably not part of the tutorial, but you know me. Okay, let's head straight into the spaceplane hangar. Okay, I have Airplane Plus, Fire Spitter, and some more mods, but they only add in parts, not game mechanics. They don't change any game mechanics. So as long as you follow this, you should be fine. I will link down a weapon pack for you to download that I made on Google Drive. All you have to do is download the zip file, extract it, and put it in your game data folder for KSP. Or you can use CCAN to get these. Could make a separate tutorial only if you want to. This will be a heck of a long tutorial, so if you get to 5 minutes, applause, a standing ovation. I'm proud. Anyways, let's get straight into everything about this. So, I'm gonna get something that I already have that we can use. So, maybe we could. Wazowski is not the right one. He has seen some stuff. Yeah, I'd guess that. So he has eyebrows. Should we do this? Okay, let's not let's not talk about Wazowski. Let's actually get into the mod. Alrighty, I will begin construction of the airplane. So I consider this a tutorial for building a maneuverable fighter jet. We're gonna start off with air to ground, and then we'll go on to air, because air to ground is my favorite. Because, you know, nukes. And air to ground is hard. Air to air is harder. Sorta. I might cover turrets too here. I might not. I might put it in a separate video. I guess this is not the mega pack. It's just a pack of tutorials. Or maybe I'll make a separate tutorial and merge it with this one. Ah! Okay. This is just how I make my airplanes, usually. Okay, I'm gonna turn all these on here. So standard engine I actually would go for is any afterburning engine, but like for example, Panther is a nice one. I'll use this one. But I'm gonna put this in. Also, I'm also going to put an inline air to ground. Wait, is this air to ground? Yes. Put a radome, which is air to air. This is an inline radome. This plane may be very long, but sort of what we need. Okay, aerodynamics. I'm gonna, actually, you know what I'll do? I'll remove this. That wouldn't be correct. We'll just use this. I know it's supposed to be a nose cone, but I'm using it for the back. Cause whatever. Now, I'll go with the design I really like to use, which is a 2-engine fighter. It's also can carry a bigger payload. For example, nukes, and that's what we need, a bigger payload carrying plane. So for this type of stuff, I'd use a delta wing. So I'm actually just gonna search out delta. That's Delta. Delta. Delta wing, not big S or not small. Just a delta wing, and then a wing strake. Just the wing strake, not big S, because big S's are, as the name suggests, big S. Look at this. Look how big these are. Guess you could use them, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's for space planes. Okay, now you have this. Let's focus on the engine bit now. So make sure you have angle snap on for this so the things can clip on into here. That clip. Now, once again, for this one I'll be using a Panther, like I said. Okay. And then this place has a ton of fuel. Look at that delta V. I've already crossed 100 meters per second. But as soon as we put on more stuff, it's probably gonna lower. Hopefully it doesn't. Probably heard that doo-doo. Okay, fat. There we go. We'll turn off angle snap for this, then you do this, and just press E. Then if you move it down, it's gonna do this, so you just press D. It may be different for you, I don't know, depending on which way you're building. But what Hangar Extender does actually is does this, so you can build mega big planes. I'm gonna keep it like this. It doesn't change the runway or anything. You can make a custom tail fin, or you could just use these like this. I'm gonna do custom tail fin. I use a small delta wing for this usually, and then a elevon. I do have angle snap on for this though. Not sure why, but it just works better. And then usually I'd put on a tail fin for the front here. It kind of looks like an SR-71 Blackbird, but I really like that plane. I also like AC-130, B-52, B-2 Spirit, Northrop Grumman. I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure, but I know it has Northrop Grumman. Its name or something. Now you want the landing gear in the back to be just a little bit behind the center of mass. So you might not have these. Oh, frick. This is a mistake. I'll show you how to cover. Just do this. There you go, it's good. So you want to turn off angle snap if you're doing it for the wings, so it's going to be like this. But if you turn it on, it's going to be like that, or something. But angle snap is good for the here, for fuselages. So this isn't just behind, it's actually really behind it. So use move tool to your advantage. Okay, this should work. Let's take it out for a test. The game literally almost crashed. So I'm just gonna throttle up. We have 88,000 meters per second. The reason I did not add the afterburner stage yet was because we don't need it quite yet. But here you can actually see it doing stuff. If your plane is shaking like this, I'll show you how to fix that real soon. But my plane takes off and does not really work. So let's just go back. Okay, let's see why. Let's troubleshoot this. That's why. See that it's very close into here. So I'd put it backwards and maybe take off some fuel over here. You may lose a lot of delta V, but you won't need that much unless you're making an intercontinental bomber, like going from place to place. But yeah, to make it stop wiggling the airplane, you just right click on it and turn on rigid attachment. You don't want to do this with breaking ground parts if you're using any, because, you know, it kind of breaks them. But I'll be doing it, especially for the wings. You want to turn them on if you have like bad wings, like big wings, like the B-52. So actually, you don't want this to be too far away from. You don't want the lift for a jet. You don't want the center of lift to be too far back, the center of mass. So I'm gonna turn the. That should be fine. That should be perfect. Now I'm gonna add some reaction mules because if you didn't know, they make way too big of a difference to be ignored. If you actually if you don't use these on your planes, I would suggest getting into the habit of using them a lot. I mean, not only do they look kind of cool, it's just pretty epic to have them on your plane. I was holding it down Alt right there. So this plane should be perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and go to the island. Let's just go to the island airfield because I want to bomb the KSC. Okay, we are at the island airfield. This is actually not quite of a good spot right now. So I'm gonna just turn on my engines at low power. Maneuver myself to the correct place on the runway. So Jebediah and Bill will be the first witnesses of the tutorial fighter flying. They will be the pilots. Okay, and I'm just gonna turn it on all the way. So it shouldn't flip out like crazy like before. It did not. You want to be careful not pitching up too much because I've done that multiple times and had my engine destroyed. Now, if you put the action group to toggle mode, you can just right click on it and click toggle mode, but that's inefficient because to do it like that, so just click 1 if you set it in action group, which I assume you know what those are. Then look at that turning. This maneuvering is fine. I'm just a really bad pilot, but you know, it's a good plane. It goes hypersonic. It does reach hypersonic speeds, at which point the engines just sort of stop. It gets more fuel flow though. So once you turn on your look, my delta V is 66,000 meters per second, but if I turn on my uh, afterburner, it's 20,000. This won't be much of a difference, but you know, uh, sometimes it is. If you have like really low delta V, it's not good. I nailed that spin. Wow, I've never done that. But yeah, if you pull too many G's, it will die. A lot of things do that. So, who cares about build? Jebediah is the most important one here, so let's just go ahead and land them. Now let's weaponize it. Weaponizing an airplane is very, very simple and takes much less time than this. Building an actual airplane, so I'm going to hold down shift, click on the cockpit, and then just drag it wherever I want. I'm not holding down shift, I just hold it down, click, and stop holding it down. And now I can move the entire thing. This also applies with rocket ships. Let's start off with a small... okay, first let's go to targeting. A FLIR targeting ball. Targeting pod is the same thing, except it doesn't have 360. It's meant for like just low altitude bombing. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna keep this in the back, cause the front here's where I'm gonna put my bombs. And that's about it. So this will cover laser guided, GPS guided, and radar guided things. So let's teach you how to do this. I'm gonna pick something, or pick a... I'll show you how to do laser guided, but for now, let's take a GPS guided bomb. And for looks, we're not gonna do this, we're just gonna go with a B-61, which is a nuclear bomb. So, this one is GPS guided, which is fine, which is what I wanted actually. I will show you how to do this. I don't think there are any ground things that are radar guided. There may be some, but this just about covers all the air to ground things. So let's go in. So now, quick tip. If you have many mods like me, and you are loading into your game here, what you don't want to do is click. When you're loading in, just don't do anything, because it might go white screen and say this is not responding, but if it does that, just click wait for the program, because it often does respond again. Only sometimes it will crash if you're conflicting mods, unstable mods, outdated mods, and just overall bad things in your KSB. I do have real plume, which changes the fire effects of the engines, but not the actual thing. So, Bdarmory. Oh, frick! Very, very, very important thing. This control the weapon manager. This is your best friend. This is basically how you drop your weapon, how you make it go boom, how you control where it goes. This is your best friend when it comes to this stuff. So actually, if you're like me, and you don't know how to really, you know, go to space, and if you don't know how to do big maneuvers, send big spaceships or satellites into orbit around other planets, then this is probably the best way to practice, like using getting to know aerodynamics via fighter jets and things. Because I would say this is a little easier than interplanetary rockets. You know, if you want to go to orbit, it's pretty simple, but ships like these is... But ships that go interplanetary, they're quite hard. But here's the BDA weapon manager. So, this is what's gonna pop up. if you have a weapon on here, you're gonna go to weapons. It's my B61 mod GPS. Right now it doesn't fire if we do anything. You can right click it and then click fire missile, but that's just uh, not a good way of doing it, I guess. I'll show you how to fire it later, but right now we gotta do flare targeting ball, GPS coordinator. So targeting ball is this thing down here. Basically you just aim it wherever. So for example, I'm gonna zoom in, aim it towards the KSC, lock target, send GPS. It'll send the GPS, but right now you have to get in range. Okay guys, uh, I'm back. Anyways, it says no LR because we're not in range yet. We have to get in range before it's actually lock. Whoa. Starting to have the tummy rumbles. This big green circle is where your bomb will land. You want to have this small green circle with a dot inside it, where your big green circle is inside of that. So, once you have a lock, which should say LR, you want to do send GPS. It'll send it to here. Then I'll show you what to do. Okay, it says LR. So we'll do send GPS. No, not reset. Okay, that's a poo-poo. I just did. Easily correct for that though. Now you want to do send GPS. Click on this. Get your circle. Click triggers arm. Now you want to hold down left click, which will release the bomb. Turn on the afterburners, and just fly away. Okay. For missiles though, for air-to-ground missiles, you want to keep the LR on, and I'm pretty sure same with for laser-guided missiles, which is pretty much the Maverick, you want to keep on the LR. You want to keep it on, but this is GPS guided, so I'm pretty sure it'll still hit. So boom, there it goes. There's the B61, which is a fairly small weapon. The shockwave will eventually catch up to me, I'm pretty sure, and kill me. Oh no, I think I'm out of range. We're lucky. Okay, so, nope, I died. There's the shockwave. So laser guided is the same exact thing, except you don't send it to GPS. You just lock on and then fire. Okay, let's equip my aircraft with some air-to-air stuff. I forgot to tell you, if there is anything, like any questions, just post them in the comments. If you didn't get anything in the comments, and that'll be fine. Let's cover air-to-air. So if you want to do, things with bots, you want this. The AI pilot flight computer, which allows AI to take control of your plane. Now I'm going to save this airplane. I'm going to put on the first things you should do actually are put on some guns. So I'm going to put on 2 hidden Vulcans. There, you always want these on. You could try to choose a different gun. I have some Star Wars and Star Trek weapons. But that's completely fine. These are pretty nice. Some of these Vulcan cannons, grenade launchers. These are for gun pods, but I don't have them yet because NKDR is still a work in progress. But you know, it's coming along. So you will need ammo for these. To find the ammo, just hover over the description. A 6-barrel 20 by 102 millimeter rotary cannon. 20 by 102 millimeter ammo. You go to ammo, 20 millimeter. If this looks ugly on your airplane, knock it back in. You also want to be able to get it again, so just do this. Knock it back in. So now, if you take off this, you can see them right there. Also, that's about it for the miniguns, or the guns. For the missiles now, it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to actually put some missile rails on this. So you want to take off angle snap for this. So I'm going to put down the height, the length, because we're going to use these missiles right here. And then just for old time's sake, we'll use one nuclear missile. That's air-to-air nuclear missile. Okay, I'll be back once I have the airplane set up and ready to go. Oh, also, if you want to set up things like this, it's quite easy. I guess I will show you because I told you I'd do a mega tutorial. So I just put in my plane, I just loaded it in, and then turn on the brakes. So now you don't want to do revert flight like I do. Just go click Space Center. Just wait for this to load. It doesn't really take a long time. KSP is a really good game, has a lot of stuff. So I'll have this because of click-through blocker, but you just disable it. There you go. So you can see my airplane is over here in Tutorial Fighter Bomber. You could recover it or fly it. We're not going to do any of those. So you just want to go back to the spaceplane hangar. And this should immediately bring you back. You should still have this. So you don't want to do Island Airfield unless you move it using Vessel Mover, the other airplane, because then it's gonna do this. Just do abort the launch. So just do normal runway launch. Okay, I'm done loading and my airplane is here, so I'm gonna turn on the brakes for this. So if you go click versus, you can see there are two of these here. So I'm gonna go team B. So this is the one I have right now, and this is the one that's parked here. For this one, you could just turn on G and P. This will turn on the AI for the plane. You do want to stage it yourself, so just press space. Then click on the other one right here, no, not G and P. For this one, you want to fly it yourself. You now should be fighting against an AI. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I actually tried making an airplane with no wings. But you can see we have some weapons here. Modules, you want to do radar warning receiver. This will tell you if a missile has locked onto you. And then inline radome. This will sense a target, so there's a target right there. And it has not, I don't think it has actually locked on yet to it. I'm just not going to lock onto it yet. You could do bore sight, which is this, so any target that comes into this will get locked on immediately. But scan is better for me. Whatever you want to do. Targeting balls won't work because they're only air to ground. You can't really lock onto an airplane or a moving target. But moving to there, oops, keep turning it on and off. Vulcans, they should immediately just, be able to fire without the trigger or anything. You should just be able to fire them. Is this thing even going? Okay, hold on. One aspect I did forget was actually, the fact that this is a short runway and you immediately will hit this and go to your inevitable demise. So I'm going to turn off brakes right here. So now I'm just going to actually speed this up a little. Now turn around. I'm going to make this take off by myself, and then I'm going to give it the AI so it can actually fly. Because this is a little bit of a hard takeoff. You don't want to turn too hard, otherwise this plane will die. This design that I have here. I might post it to the workshop, not sure. But it's taken off now, so I'm going to give it the AI. I'm going to go to my plane. Off brakes, turn this on. Afterburners on. Turn off the afterburner so it's just to gain speed. Oh no, on the afterburners. Okay, G to retract the landing gear. So is landing gear already retracted? Whoa, is this thing fine or is it going to die? I assume it's okay. So I have Valentina and Bob with me on this one, sadly. Modules, radar warning receiver, radome. So might like cloud up your thingy, but you know, it is what it is. Might like take up all the space, but that's fine. It tells you what's happening. Aim 20. This is the air-to-air missile system that you will have. Okay, so once again, you have to get within range for the missile. If the missile doesn't really work, or like you do hit, but it's just not powerful enough, you could always put an Air 2 Genie, because it is nuclear. And the explosions for nukes and stuff are still being worked on for NKD. See, now I have a lock. Now it's on my thing. So, I'll put it within bore sight. I don't know, I'm pretty sure he's locked. But yeah, you can see he's coming towards me. Very fast. Turn that on. Whoa. Don't want to hit too many G's, you just want to slow down. This plane isn't meant for pulling high G's. Okay, I have a lock. So now I'm going to turn on the trigger. Fire 1. You want to hold down the... Oh! He hit me! Alright. Oh, it just released my genie. I hit him! Haha. Eat poo poo. Come on. Give me a hit or something. Yeah! Boom, boom, boom. Goes down. So we're gonna have to make an emergency landing here. Bring me up before you go, go. Copyright. Oh, no, no, no. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off this thing. I didn't put any air brakes on this because I'm kind of poo-poo. I'm not gonna lie. Also lost my things. No! You know, who cares? They're Kerbals. They respawn. Anyways, that was pretty much for the tutorial part. Now I'm gonna teach you some miscellaneous things. By miscellaneous things, I mean like turrets and crap, but I'll just, I'm gonna take this AI pilot flight computer, this weapon manager, targeting ball, genie missile, AMRAAM, adjustable missile rail, anything that's modded, basically, I'm taking it off. Sadly, I have to, due to KSP not actually having these parts, which is pretty sad. This might actually mess up the plane a lot, maybe in its appearance too, but you know, it is what it is. Good plane. No, I'm just kidding. Jet. Epic. This is Jet Epic, meant for use with Bdarmory. Now I'm gonna save. Put this on here. Ah, no. I can't do that. Let's just put down this shotgun intake. Save. I'm gonna publish. Nah, that's not it. I'll publish it later or something. I don't know. Not now though. Right now I'm gonna work on, putting back the stuff. You know what I don't get? The fact that there's an air-to-ground radar. Like, what weapon is radar guided and goes to the ground? None, pretty much. So, I will now play some clips of, or just do some bombing of crap. Let's see what this. Oh, I also want to show you Ripple and I guess turrets too. Jet F1 piece of garbage crap. Save. Garbage. I know I said garbage crap, but I don't care. Ideal. Switch editor and work on a turret. I'd use this one. I'd use this remote guidance unit as the base, but you can use whatever you want. Now, I don't usually normally do this, but you could use modular girder segments as legs for this. Yeah, like I said, I don't usually do this, but it's a pretty good idea. If you ever don't want your thing to absolutely freaking die and go to hell. Z2K. What the frick? What the frick? Okay, this should be nice. Should be good. Let's go with a... any turret would really work, but... Turbo laser turret, but that's not. Paladin, elevator. Let's go with the goalkeeper. Let's turn off symmetry here. Put it like this. And now to really get it to work, goalkeeper, keeper, unit 1. Now I'm gonna do a weapon manager right here. You need this for everything, by the way. Everything. I wouldn't recommend putting more than one manager in a pilot flight computer, but you can if you want to. And I guess these are experimental, so you could put them on the legs, but I'm not going to do that. I guess this should be fully functioning turret, except for the ammo. Need ammo. What does the CIWS use? Oh, 30 millimeter. 30 millimeters. Let's go. 30 millimeter. Relatable, am I right? Me man. Mr. Me man. Copyrights. I love you, copyright. Let's just save this and go straight into it. I have built turret Juan. There's actually an airplane over there that... Wow! Okay, I didn't realize there was an actual airplane over there, so we could try to take it down. Just go to weapons, click this one, and it should actually have full control over it. Just left click and it should fire. Not sure how I take down this building here, but kinda really don't care. Kinda bounces off, really. Guard menu. Firing interval 1, burst length, that's 60. I don't know, field of view 360. I don't know, I'm gonna keep this to normal. Visual range, I'm just gonna keep it to guns range, yeah. should be, this is for like guard menu. This is all for just AI, for its AI, I guess you could say. Versus team B. Let's go to this one. Cuando. Take it off brakes, and let's take it off, literally. So I've only equipped actual air-to-ground stuff on here, but you know what? It'll be fine. Still kill it, if I'm correct. Cuando. Stuff can't actually lock onto here. You could use vessel mover right here to actually move it. Coming for you. Swiggity swiggity, coming for your booty. Yeah! This is epic. But the thing will actually shoot at you. So be careful out there, soldiers. It's just a tutorial. Chill out, dog. Don't wanna drop it, you wanna place it. So it'll probably come round here. And it sent a missile at you. What do? I don't know, try to shoot it down, but it shoots you down. So you switch to the bomber itself and cannot switch back. So now you have control of the bomber. Air 2 Genie is your control. And try to freaking nuke the frick out of this thing. I don't know how it managed to get a lock. Cuando. Mr. Poo Poo. Mr. Big Poo Poo. Just managed to somehow get a freaking lock. That's stupid. I was just stupid right there. But, you know, let's try to take it down. Obviously, it does not have any of the right things. Like, it doesn't have AI. Let's still try to take it down. No, what? Cuando? No, it's kind of funny. I haven't started streaming once accidentally in this video. Anyways, I showed you how to build. Show you how to build a. Oh boy. Bomber capable of multiple things. This bomber is capable of not bombing, but actually firing down other aircraft. Vulcans are fine, but these Hellfire missiles. So these are laser guided. Show you how to do this. I'll show you how to use this stuff. And I guess if you want, I'll do a little warfare type thing. Runway. Here I have the turrets. Not turret, but airplane. So I'm gonna go to Space Center. Okay. Yes, vehicle assembly building. Okay, let's take out my goalkeeper unit. So okay, it's here already. I'm gonna do one turret because yes. Oh, this one, let's just get Jebediah to come out of here. Get out of there, Jeb. Jeb. Have you ascended to the Kraken? Let's recover Jebediah. So actually, once we've recovered Jebediah, we just recover this one, Bill, and we'll actually recover this too, and go to the center here, Spaceplane Center thingamajiggy. Open up the tutorial fighter bomber thing. You can see it has everything necessary to do stuff. So I'm gonna give this some stuff. I always usually go with this because it's nice and small, but I'll do something else. So this one, which is bigger. There's this one, which is huge. And there's this one, which is pretty good. It's unguided, which doesn't make it the best option, but it's fine. There's this one, which is also guided. I'm gonna, like, you could go with a B-83, but these ones are honestly just too big. They're very, very big. B-61, I just like this one. It's just the best option for a slow, low altitude nuker. By slow, I mean like slow for a nuke. It has to be really fast, or just for a low altitude nuker. I guess this is slow. But I'm gonna put 3 of them down because I'm stupid. You have this fucking hidden, which is completely fine. If you want missiles, so some medium yield laser guided missiles will work perfectly. Hellfire missile, small, quick. And then an AMP. Hellfire. Heats. Air to air, long range, air to air. I think all of these are just air to air. Cruise missile. Nah. Stinger missile. Typhoon, anti-ship. We're not doing a ship. Okay. Big Betty. Betty ate a bit of butter, but the bit of butter was better butter, so she went to the store to get better butter, mixed it with the better butter, so get more better butter. Okay. Radar guided to the target. Oh, so this is for like vacuum. You can use this in the vacuum. This is nice for space wars. Space nuke. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. I'll put some warheads on these because I do want to actually maximize the amount of weapons we have on here. This may have just made the plane unflyable. But I do not care. Freaking terror. Save. Lunch. XD raw. This is not gonna work. Dear this unit. Go team B. No, I'm gonna go team A for once. This thing will go team B. Guard menu. Let's just do field of view, visual range. Quite high. Yes, give it this. Not yet, actually. We need time to move. See if we can even get off the ground. Ooh, it's looking heavy. Look at our weapons. We have freaking MIRV on our airplane. I don't think an airplane is supposed to have MIRV, but we did it, boys. Okay, I just gave this thing a... What? 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 I'll be back. Right, so, I just came 1,000 meters away from it or something, a kilometer away from it, maybe? Probably not, like 500 meters. And it managed to shoot me down in not even 1 second. One shot, it hit my cockpit, and I think I just died. Not my cockpit, but like the fuselage. Tore apart my entire freaking plane. Could've hit the radome, but it didn't wanna. Still get nightmares to this day. That haunts an hour. Nope, 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 nope. The Kraken is here. Also, I'm gonna tell you, here's a tip. Here's a little tip. If you're gonna make an airplane, you always need to put air brakes. If you're gonna make a fighter, air brakes thing, okay? Air brakes are a big boy thing. You wanna do them. Be like Huayando, put on air brakes. I think. Am I even recording? Yes. And I've been recording for about an hour. Wow, this, if you've watched till here, I don't know what to say. Epic. You're a pretty epic person. Goalkeeper. Turn this on. Guard menu. Let's just keep it everything like this. Okay, for this, for this one, I'll go ahead and actually do a... Nope, 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 no, 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 nope. What is this? Oh, right, this one. That's about it. That's just it. That's what I'll do. So we want to target the launch pad here. B61 GPS. Hopefully I can get LR in time. Okay, for this bomb, you probably want to go really high. I have a lock. Turn on the trigger. Bomb's in range, but we need to go a little higher. And bomb's been released. There goes one. Oops, don't die. Just steering away from the explosion. Oh, I just actually realized that this is GPS guided, not laser guided, so just merely doing this won't be effective, but I probably shouldn't have nuked it immediately, you know? Should have actually spent some time. Oh well. I'll probably die, actually. Boom, there goes the dynamite. Yeah, everything's dead. Don't even bother. I wouldn't even bother trying right now. Huayando's got it covered. Coming in for another bombing. Okay. Inline radome, that's not what I wanted. GPS coordinator, targeting ball. Come on, you can Huayando this. You can Huayando. Where is this targeting thingy? Oh my god. Reset. Lock target, I have a lock. So we'll just send the GPS right now and turn around towards it. 61 Ripple, I'll drop both of them straight in. Actually, you know what? No. I'm gonna drop both of them. That'd be unfair, am I right? Well, the other vessel's dead, so I don't know what to say. Okay. I have the MIRV selected. Uh-oh, Huayando, the shockwave's gonna catch up to me at some point. Go Huayando. Be the Huayando you can be. Oh, I don't have Ripple on. Go. My children. Oh no! Another one. Can I escape the shockwave? Probably not. You know, there's like 2 more nukes coming in, and they both got destroyed. Well, that's about it for this video. You probably died watching this.